wasn't expecting it is because I just like need to utilize the fog of war.
Yeah. All right, you can resume. Recording is crazy.
Right. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, right. And I wouldn't be getting forward kited in that case.
Yeah, also B2, another useful thing is I would get used to the hotkey of hit the spacebar twice to snap to your army quickly. Like that's very useful.
Oh, yeah. That is one I forget about actually.
Yeah, it's very small stuff like that that makes like yeah, that
Makes
makes
all
me
the
like
difference.
yeah. Yeah, it's like all the little tricks that you see me doing are like built off of using smaller, simpler tricks first. Like, don't be trying to copy all my advanced stuff. Like, you know how occasionally, like, and Antis, I'm sure you've seen this too, not just BT, but you know how occasionally I'll just, if there's like Castle Archer 1, I'll just dive in with only ranged units anyways and just cycle for a bit like that. Like, BT, don't worry about copying that stuff yet. Just focus on, like, the essentials.
Yeah. Right. Um, I almost think I almost like have a little analysis in my head a little bit of like, okay, should I wait for a second archer or should I get a sword or should I get a miner? It's like my mind almost takes me through all three scenarios and it delays me seconds doing that. I'm not like instant quick decisions. I'm like, okay, I have to like think about it, which is terrible. And which tells me that I'm not confident in my build order yet. I'm kind of just like deciding as I go.
Yeah, it comes with experience though, don't worry.
I,
Like,
yes, I believe so. 104. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 okay. Uh-huh.
yeah. Oh, never mind.
Right.
Yeah, like sometimes I, yeah, sorry to convey. Like You were saying as in sometimes a Spiriton you're dying because you need a Spiriton, but you only have 425 gold. Stuff like that.
Right, right. So at the end of the day, even if it's only like a little bit of gold, it's still putting me down tempo, putting me behind against 75. Yeah, which is huge issue for me. So I'm trying to figure out like a good exercise to train my mind to help that a bit. Right. Right. Yeah, well, because it puts me down economically too, because even it's not even worth waiting for that archer because then I'm just gonna be down economically.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah.
That makes actually a lot of
Hey,
sense actually, because it's
uh,
like because I'm floating trying to think about the best decision in the moment when I should just be buying something and then figuring out the best decision later.
yeah, I also do want to say, BTY, you should definitely play the AI like a lot until you get the floating issue under control. That's a very good way to like condition yourself to not float anymore. Just keep playing comfortably. Because the thing is, like part of learning is that sometimes you do need a bit of a more relaxed environment, like versus an AI instead of a player, in order to iron out small details, like in order to iron out other problems like floating without having to worry about micro. Because you see, when you're playing against a player, you have to worry about everything at once. You can't just focus on just the floating, but like with an AI, you can do that. And then later with like same AI, you could practice specific like micro moves on that. But for now, it's you can get rid of your floating habit with playing the AI until you get very comfortable with the build order. It just comes naturally to you.
Uh, would you agree with that, Antis? Is that oh uh yeah, that does make sense actually. Which I kind of went away from playing the AI just because they don't really play realistic, so it kind of just drove me crazy after a little bit.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it's fine if they don't play realistic because, like I said, you know what is still realistic? Your eco management and not floating. That's still in there, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that's the main thing. Also, I'm not sure about this. This is more of a scout rather than an attack, but I don't know. It seemed like you were kind of attacking here. I don't agree because I just had a second archer pop out. You should kind of be expecting that around this point. And just could you just back check what I'm saying was right? Because I'm not too fully experienced with order, so I don't want to speak out of my butt, but I feel like he should have seen either another sword or an archer coming by now. No, I don't mean see it. I don't mean see it as in the minimap, but I mean like as in he should kind of predict that I'm going to have something else with that archer by now, like after I see him pushing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely should have. I mean, my only thought process here was, oh, I should probably scout, make sure I know what's coming, and then keep a sort of tower to take the tower,
Uh,
make sure I'm not just sitting doing nothing. But uh,
you committed way too far in for scouting, I would say, like in terms of how far you moved your units in. Like you started getting hard kited by my two archers there.
yeah, I went way too far. Right. Yeah, and look at that. My screen is not as far right as it should be. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I did see right there. Okay, and then yeah, okay, just too late. Yeah.
Yeah, also I would get into the habit of not relying too much on the buttons below. Generally rely on pressing space a bit more, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
no,
say the
that's really
only
good. And I'm trying to utilize pressing the hotkeys to buy units as well. But my problem I'm facing is I have to look at the keyboard to make sure I'm pressing the right one. That's my
yeah,
problem.
I'd say the only like big button on the bottom that's justified in pressing is the all attack button, and not even for the purpose of sending everyone to attack. Because I again I would just press space for that, but this is more for ungarrisoning units without having to scroll back to the garrison area and look at them. The all attack button is very useful for that.
Oh, true.
I don't,
Right.
I don't know about going that far, buddy. 400 gold.
Yeah, I notice I do that. I notice I do that when I try to manually do stuff with units, like any sort of micro, like you saw when I tried to select one sword and the archer, and then tried to have it go to a
Oh,
specific place on the map. That's when I start floating. Is when I have to start doing all that.
oh, this is also another habit I want to establish. Another good habit which I think is good to play. When you're playing against the AI, you can also develop this habit, like how you're not floating. Like during battle and all that, you should still be darting your eyes like every now and then to like your gold and like mana, just check if you can like, buy anything. I kind of have that habit, so it comes with naturally playing. And again, that will be another habit you could pick up very easily by comfortably playing against the AI a lot. Uh, so that like just always have your eyes like periodically. Eventually, you'll get to build your senses up, so it's where you'll be checking your mana and population, upgrade timers, the fog of war. You'll be checking that all periodically. It's like running tasks.
Oh, right, that makes sense. So it becomes second nature to check that.
Exactly, yeah. And just that all sounds reasonable, right? But yeah, also another thing, BTY, especially in the early game, you should start another useful thing to do when you're checking the money and all that. When you see your money is like almost there to get something, like 100 gold, 125, 250, etc., like you want to start thinking about what you might already be doing this, I don't know, but you want to start thinking about what you want to get like before you actually have the money, so that by the time, so you get more time to think about it before the money actually comes in and the pressure of choice is put on you.
Right, right. Which as we saw that not quite doing that properly yet.
Yeah, but again, that's why you play against the AI. I want to stress this. You should probably be playing against the AI and not jumping in ranked queues, especially because ranked is like massive ping, and I don't think you're ready to be playing on that massive ping yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, also because playing on massive ping will reinforce bad habits if just get used to too used to playing on the like that ping like that.
We'll remember because remember what we were talking about when I was playing ranked. I start playing brain dead because there's like either nothing or like really good players.
Yeah, yeah, it's not really good practice for you. I'd unironically say that in 2026 and even 2025, playing the AI is much more conducive to learning the game than actually going in ranked, in my opinion.
Right, because I'm developing the actual skills.
Yeah, it's like honestly, I'd even go as far as to say that as a general rule of thumb, even if this game was more alive, you should not be entering ranked unless you can comfortably beat the AI like 10 times out of 10. Antis, does that sound like a good rule? In any case. Okay, well, Antis has the raw dog mentality, but counterpoint, he's Antis, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 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 fair enough. But yeah, go on. Yeah, I like to, yeah, like the smaller detail side. I do know a lot of smaller details about this game.
That he at least has um first row complete. Is that right? I'm actually curious. Well, because it has something to do with where the miners auto go, right? Because it goes bottom, very top, second to the top, and then the third, right? So then that one. So that one's the last one on the first row. Or no.
He said,
Yeah. Uh, I think
and hard
so.
to tell.
Oh,
A lot.
right. Even just on the first 2 minutes of the game, because it decides the late game. Oh, because it decides the late game, right? Like you have to win the early game to be in a comfortable later game position. So this like really matters. Right. Oh no, that's okay. I mean, I'm basically like in a nutshell, the things I've gotten, um, things that I remember is number one, uh put the move the arch on the top of the map. That was the first thing. And then number two is um just keep buying miners and like try to decide like the correct move later, but not in just like buy stuff and don't think about it. Right. Yeah. So I got that. And then number three would be um utilize the entire fog of war and try to keep my screen to see as much of their units as possible because I already know what I have, but not was number three. Uh, this is just straight from memory. I probably should take notes actually, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you remember that.
the big one that I got from 75 that I will be putting into practice is to just play against the AI more. Um, that that was a big one because actually the other one I remember is to um keep like get into the habit of looking up at the gold
Money.
and mana
Yeah.
periodically and to try to use more of the hotkeys more was another big one.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, in terms of hotkeys, that's a tricky topic. I'd honestly say you can get pretty far into this game without in terms of hotkeys, I'd say unit selection hotkeys are the least important because I'm not gonna try to tell you to always control through your archers. I know that's a little it would it you'll pick that up later, but yeah, specifically try not to rely on the big buttons except for all attack. And yeah, also play the AI much more. Ye- yeah, play the AI much more. Get a habit of like you gotta basically play a little paranoid. Keep checking the fog of war. Keep poking at the fog of war every now and then, and check your money every now and then. Plan your buying moves a little ahead. Like plan what you want to buy when you see the money is about to build up to something.
Right. So like kind of like make a pre-decision, kind of have a plan like before you have to decide on the spot
Yeah,
because that's when I start
and
floating.
yeah, and do you see what I mean when I say playing an AI will be like much more conducive to that because you won't have to deal with the stress of playing a player, which means you actually have mental headspace to build these good habits.
Right, and you don't have to worry about like the losing rating or whatever, and you don't have to fight yourself with the ping. You can just kind of play
Yeah, because let's
develop.
be honest, you're not learning much on 900 ping against min hip. I'm gonna be honest.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
And even like I say, even if you're not fighting, even ping aside, I'd say ranked is no longer conducive to learning and has not been ever since this game kind of started dying because of the fact that you're likely just going to run into someone who's much better than you or much worse than you.
Yeah, yeah, true. Well, because I'm kind of at that in between weird spot in
Yep.
ranked.
The Sir Guy problem.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in the Sir Guide spot, which oh okay.
No
Well, I
problem.
really appreciate your time, Antis.